Alright, good afternoon ladies and gentlemen. So here, I would like to deliver my presentation is about my thesis with the title The Portrayal of Mimicry of the main characters in the novel The Short Second Life of Britannia by Stephenie Meyer. So let me introduce myself. My name is Randy Putra Pratama. I'm English literature student batch 17 in Universitas Teknograt Indonesia. So let's start the presentations. We have 3 chapters. In the chapter 1 we have introductions, in the chapter 2 we have critical review, and in the last chapter or chapter 3 we have method and research. So let's come to the introductions. The first, I'm going to tell you about the background of study. This thesis emphasizes a critical approach in seeing how the actions of a group or organization that has a strong influence and give effect to other cultures on the environment that move in a place or country that has become part of life, where we can call it as colonialism. So, decolonized nations have post-colonial identities derived from cultural interactions with various identities like culture, nations, and ethnicity, and social relations between sex, class, and caste, determined by the gender and race of the colonized people and racism embedded in the structure of colonial society. And then, in this discussion, we will find out about how Stephenie Meyer's novel entitled The Short Second Life of Britain is related to the post-colonial elements in the novel. Post-colonial criticism is similar to cultural studies, but it assumes a unique perspective on literature and politics that warrants separate discussions. So specifically, post-colonial critics are concerned with literature produced by colonial powers and work produced by those who were colonized. So, The Second Life of Britannia is a novella in the Twilight series by author Stephenie Meyer. It tells about a newborn vampire Britannia who is featured in the third book of the series, Eclipse. The book is written from the viewpoint of Bree as opposite to the rest of the series, which is predominantly narrated by character Bella Swan. So, this journal article will also raise questions about Stephenie Meyer's book. The question raised will also be answered through the findings and results of journal articles. So, we come to the research questions. According to the research background described previously by the research or by me, so I will formulate the research question of what problem is meant by the mimicry category in the main characters in the novel entitled The Short Second Life of Britannia. And then in the research objective, from the formulation of the problem or question above, so I will give you or I have two objectives discussed to answer it. So I will explain first how to determine the category of traumatic depressions who suffer from Suki as the main character of the novel, and then those studies will describe the action of the main character in following other culture described in the novel The Short Second Life of Britannia. So the finding of this paper aim to determine the relationship between mimicry theory and the main character of Britannia. And then we comes to the chapter 2 or theoretical review. First, I'm gonna tell you about the previous study. In the first previous study, I have Naipul Saman and Abdullah Qadir Hussein's Dizai, where they tell about post-colonial identity crisis in the Mimic Man, a novel by So in the journal, I have read that the author relate how a character from the content of the novel and also some quotes that refer to the actions of the theory being discussed. For Ralph, identity is a core problem illustrated by the mimicry of European or Western views of various aspects of life. Also, Ralph's self-identification is in a strong conflict with the Western world, like because the followed in the footsteps of the invaders, he had left his home, family, and even his identity, and then just to imitate the West. Like what the writer mentioned, there is a character from Rap where he tries to change his old life just up to follow another culture, like he changed his name to European name or improve his identity. And then we have Homi Baba's mimicry as reflected in Tanajaki's Naomi by Ye Setiawati. So in this journal, the author makes research focusing on the theory of mimicry based on the theory of Homi Babas in Naomi Tanizaki. So here the author assures the reader that the result of the research findings show that Naomi does indeed copy and adapt Western culture, and then Naomi is imitating, copying, and adapting Western norms through their physical appearance, using Western products such as cosmetic, magazine, clothes, food, and watching film and enjoying Western music. And then third, we have Nabokov Mimicry of Freud, Art as Science by Taekyung Kwon, 2018. So the author makes research focusing on the theory of mimicry based on the theory of Homi Babas in Naomi Tanizaki. By using qualitative research, the writer gives details and also example of how character in the novel that is being discussed by him tries to change his destiny by following other cultural styles. And then the last, we have male and female difference in non-conscious mimicry, a systematic review by Christine M. Lee Haynes, 2015. So, she argument for potential gender difference in mimicry comes from the study of spinal activation while viewing body movements. So, comparing the level of spinal stimulation of men and women who observe video footage stepping bipedal heels, so standing still and stepping feet. In the following explanation, it is discovered that women exhibit higher modulation level of spinal stimulation than men, which means women have a stronger urge to mimic the observed motor movement compared to the men. And then the commonly used to suggest gender difference in mimicry comes from research of the effect of testosterone on emotional competence. So we come to the approach. The term mimicry has been critical in Homi Bhabha's view of the ambivalence of colonial discourse. For him, the consequence of suggestion like Macaulay's is that mimicry is the process by which the colonized subject is reproduced as almost the same, but not quite. And then the copying of the colonized culture, behavior, manners, and value by the colonized contents both mockery and certain menace. So that mimicry is at once resembles and menace. Mimicry also reveals the limitation in the authority of colonial discourse, almost as though colonial authority inevitable embodies the seeds of its own destructions. And then after I explain you Capture 2, we have Capture 3, where we have method and research. First, I'm gonna tell you about research designs. So the purpose of this data collection type and data collection technique is to obtain valid data, so that the result and conclusion of the research will not be doubted. And then data and data research. All data written in this journal article is not from form of numbers, but in the form of words, because all data comes directly from the novel. So there are four important points. First, we have the book, and the second is we have to read the book, and the third is highlight the important things, and the fourth is choose the strongest quotations related to the topic that is discussed in this journal. And then we have data analyzing technique. So writing is important in this journal because, for example, after I write some quotation, it is my responsibility to write about the explanation about the quotes itself, and some theory from several experts to make it more clear about the findings, and also make the data relevant because it is supported by the good theory from some expert. And then the result will be achieved well and also correlate with the social context of the background of the book. Maybe that's all from my presentation, and thank you.